In this morning's Business Insight, more than 1,100 young entrepreneurs converged on downtown and over the Rhine for Techstars' 2016 FounderCon last week. Let me interpret that. Techstars is one of the nation's top-rated startup accelerators, the planet's largest startup network, and a philanthropic foundation. FounderCon is their annual gathering of the alumni from more than 20 different accelerator programs across the globe, along with investors, venture capitalists, and some of the largest companies in the country. Centrifuge hosted the event, which was not easy to get. Joining us this morning is Eric Weissman, Director of Marketing, and Christina Massali, Community Manager at Centrifuge. They're with Business Courier publisher Jamie Smith in the studio.
Guys, thanks for being here today.
Sure.
So first off, Eric, as she said, you got FounderCon here. From what I understand, that wasn't easy. How do we do it?
Yeah, it was an involved process, and really it was our CEO, Wendy Lee, who has a great relationship with the Techstars team since their inception. We really pursued this like an Olympics bid and did a full court press. We even referred to it as the All-Star Game of Entrepreneurship, which engaged the entire city to bring this conference here.
That's awesome. Christina, what role did the business community play in helping getting it here and then making it successful?
Yeah, we had amazing support from the business community. Procter & Gamble was a presenting sponsor of the event. They participated in BizDev Day, and we had some representatives at the Investor Day as well, so they were extremely supportive in the event.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about the event, kind of what it entailed, what exactly happened.
Sure. The event spun about four days here in Cincinnati and kicked off on Monday evening, and then Tuesday and Wednesday we had programming that was specific for the entrepreneurs. There was also an Investor Day on Tuesday. There was a BizDev Day on Wednesday. Throughout the week we also had representatives from different startup communities across the U.S. doing a community manager summit, so it really touched a lot of different areas.
It's amazing. What do you think the long-term impact of this will be with the relationship with Techstars and FounderCon?
Sure. One of the great things, the 1,100 folks that were here were business builders. They're the creators of the future. So to have them have a positive experience about what's going on in Cincinnati is fantastic. Even the opening night, we had Mark Pritchard, the global brand officer for P&G, gave the opening remarks, and he asked, how many people have been in Cincinnati? Who's the first time in Cincinnati? And about 90% of the crowd raised their hand. It was a fantastic moment, and it was really it even shook him that, we're having this type of impact. So we want to teach them that Cincinnati is real, and Startup Cincy is a movement for them to get involved in. And there was a lot of investors here who are looking for good deals. We want to introduce them to our community so that they can come back and spend some dollars here.
So, when you're talking about impact, obviously there's impact there for these business builders.
Yeah.
But when you talk about our local economy and the things that this brings in, and how many people come in that, as you said, have never been to Cincinnati, but see the resources, the Centrifuge, Cincy Tech, all this great stuff we have here, you expect a lot of things to happen from that, right?
Yeah, the Midwest is really on a roll, and we're competing, constantly with the likes of Louisville, Lexington, Indianapolis, even Chicago for talent and for dollars. And what we have against the coast, what we compete against them very well on, is that your money goes further here. You can buy a lot more developers, you can buy a lot more talent, you can buy a lot more real estate here. So it's really, a good find, and that momentum is really starting to take hold.
Yeah. Any aha moments that, from what you heard from the attendees, anything that you guys didn't think of that you're like, wow, we really did this?
There was a lot. One of the fun opportunities for us was the ability to plan these fun experiences for the founders while they were here. So we heard a lot of, I had no idea all of this existed in Cincinnati, and showing them the brewery tunnels and the different bars and restaurants that we had. So how welcoming everyone was, and they were really blown away by everything that we had to offer, and truly a compact area, because you figure they explored a little bit of northern Kentucky, downtown, and OTR. So when we kept telling them this is just the tip of the iceberg, there's plenty more we could have done with you if we had more time while you were here.
That's incredible. I was in an event yesterday morning, and John Reeder talked about it from Ready, and then I was with Wendy Lee last night at an event, and she looked a little tired.
Yeah,
she had a busy week.
Just a little. Ready has been a great partner too, because on the BizDev Day, where we had a lot of these corporate development folks and innovation leaders from not just our Fortune 500 companies, but Google and Apple and Facebook. We're here, and Ready was a sponsor of that. So for them in Jobs, Ohio, to have that red carpet rolled out for them, it's great exposure.
Well, listen, thank you guys for doing that, number one. Thank you guys for coming in and talking about it, and we'll look forward to future endeavors like this.
Great.
Thanks a lot.